Nehemiah chapter 1. There is a memorial of Nehemiah son of Hakaniah. Nehemiah's concern for Jerusalem in late autumn in the month of Kislev in the 20th year of King Assyria's reign was at the forest of Susa. Hanani, one of my brothers, came to visit me with some other men who had just arrived from Judah. I asked them about the Jews who had returned them from captivity and about how things were going in Jerusalem. They said to me, things are not going well for those who returned to the province of Judah. They are in great trouble and disgrace. The wall of Jerusalem has been torn down, and the gate have been destroyed by fire. When I heard this, I sat down and wept. In fact, for days I mourned, fasted, and prayed to the God of heaven. Then I said, O Lord, God of heaven, the great and awesome God who keeps his covenant of unfailing love with those who loved him and obeyed his command. Listen to my prayer. Look down and see my praying night and day for your people Israel. I confess that we have sinned against you, yes, even my own family and I have sinned. We have sinned terrible by not obeying the command, decrees, and regulation that you gave us through your servant Moses. Please remember what you told your servant Moses. If you are unfaithful to me, I will scatter you among the nations. But if you return to me and obey my commands and live by them, then even if you are exiled to the end of the earth, I will bring you back to the place I have chosen for my name to be honored. The people you rescued by your great power and strong hand are your servant. O Lord, please hear my prayer. Listen to the prayer of those of us who denied in honoring you. Please grant me success today by making the king favorable to me. Put it into his heart to be kind to me. In those days I was a king's cupbearer. Chapter 2. Nehemiah goes to Jerusalem. Early the following spring, in the month of Nisan, during the 20th year of King Ahasuerus' reign, I was serving the king, his wife, wine. I had never been appeared sad in his presence, so the king asked me, Why are you looking so sad? You don't look sick to me. You must be deeply troubled. Then I terrified, but I replied, Long live the king. How can I not be sad? For the city where my ancestors are buried is in ruin, and the gate has been destroyed by fire. The king asked, Well, how can I help you? With a prayer to the God of heaven, I replied, If it please the king, and if you are pleased with me, your servant sent me to Judah to rebuild the city where my ancestors are buried. The king with the queen sitting beside him asked, How long will you be gone? When will you return? After I told him how long I will be gone, the king agreed to my request. I also said to the king, If it please the king, let me have a letter addressed to the governor of the province west of the Ur River. Instruct them to let me travel safely through the territory on my way to Judah. And please give me a letter addressed to Asaph, the manager of the king's forest, entrusting him to give me timber I will need to make a beam for the gate of the temple forest, for the city wall, and for a house for myself. And the king granted this request because the gracious hand of God was on me. When I came to the governor of the province west of the Ephraim River, I delivered the king's letter to them. The king, I should add, had sent a long army official and a horseman to protect me. But when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Amorite officer heard of my arrival, they were very displeased that someone had come to help the people of Israel. Nehemiah inspected Jerusalem's wall. So I arrived in Jerusalem 3 days later. I slipped out during the night, taking only a few others with me. I had not told anyone about the plans God had put in my heart for Jerusalem. We took no pack animal with us except the donkey I was riding. After dark, I went out through the valley gate, past the jackal's well, and over to the town gate to inspect the broken wall and the burnt gate. Then I went to the fountain gate and to the king's pool, but my donkey couldn't get through the rubble. So it was still dark. I went up the Kiram Valley instead, inspecting the wall before I turned back and entered again the valley gate. The city official did not know I've been out there or what I was doing, for I had not yet said anything to anyone about my plan. I had not yet spoke to the Jewish leaders, the priests, the nobles, the official, or anyone else in the administration. But now I said to them, "You know very well what trouble we are in. Jerusalem lies in ruin, and its gate has been destroyed by fire. Let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem and end this disgrace." Then I told them about how the gracious hand of God had been on me and about my conversation with the king. They replied at once, "Yes, let's rebuild the wall." So they began the good work. But when Sabalan, the Tabban, and the Geshem, the Abra heard of our plans, they scoffed contemptuously. "What are you doing? Are you rebelling against the king?" they asked. I replied, "The God of heaven will help us succeed. We, his servant, will start rebuild this wall, but you have no share, legal right, or historic claim in Jerusalem." Chapter 3. Rebuild the wall of Jerusalem. Then Elisib, the high priest, and the other priests started to rebuild at the sheep gate. They dedicated it and set up its door, built the wall as far as the Tower of the 100, which they dedicated, and the Tower of Hanel. People from the Tower of Jericho worked next to them, and beyond them was Zachar son of Armer. The fish gate was built by the son of Hasna. They laid the beam, set up its door, and installed its bolt and bar. Mermoth, son of Urim, and grandson Hakar, repaired the next section of wall. Beside him were Meshulam, son of Barakim, and grandson of Meskin. Then the exotic of Zambana. Next were the people from Tekel. So their leader refused to work with the construction supervisor. Their old city gate was repaired by Joda, son of Pesam, and the Muslim son of Betel. They laid the beam, set up its door, and installed its bolt and bar. Next to them were Menatiah from Gibeon, Jordan from Merom, people from Gibeon, and the people from Mezeb. The headquarters of the governor of the prince west of the Ephraim River. Lex was with the son of Hither, who also worked on the wall. Beyond him was Hanak, the manufacturer of perfume. They led out a section of Jerusalem as they built the brown wall. Rehab, son of Wilman, the leader of half district of Jerusalem, was next to them on the wall. Next, Jeter, son of Haman, repaired the wall across from his own house, and next to him was Hatash, son of Haman. Then came Micam, son of Hiram, and Habnin, son of Pari, who repaired another section of the wall and the tower of the oven. Solomon, son of Haman, and his daughter repaired the next section. He was the leader of the other half of the district of Jerusalem. The valley gate was repaired by the people from Zalem, led by Hanam. They set up its door and installed its bolt and bars. They also repaired the 1,500 feet of wall of the town gate. The town gate were repaired by Magnus, son of Erika, the leader of the Ban's district. He rebuilt it, set up its door, and installed its bolt and bar. The foundation gate was repaired by Sermon, the son of the leader of Mizrah. He rebuilt it, roofed it, set up its door, and installed its bolt and bar. Then he repaired the wall of the pool of Siloam near the king's garden, and rebuilt the wall as far as the stairs that descend from the city of David. Next to him was Nehemiah, son of Azbak, the leader of half the district. He rebuilt the wall from a place across from the tomb of David's family as far as the water reservoir and the house of the warrior. Next to him, repairs were made by a group of Levites working under the supervision of Reham, son of Bani. Then come Hasabiah, the leader of half the district, the Cana, who supervised the building of the wall on behalf of his own district. Next down the line were his countrymen led by Ebinu, son of Henadad, the leader of the other half of the district of Cana. Next, Eleazar, son of Joshua, the leader of Mazbeh, repaired another section wall across from the sand to the army near the angle in the wall. Next to him was Baruch, son of Zabal, whose earliest repaired an addition section from the angle to the door of the house of Eleazar the high priest. Mamreson, son of Aaron's grandson, rebuilt another section from the Eleazar's house to the end of the house. The next repairs were made by priests from the surrounding region. After them, Benjamin and Hashem repaired the section across from their house, and Adram, son of Madian, and Gramin from his house. Next was Binu, son of Nehemiah, who rebuilt another section of the wall from the son and Hanun, son of Uzzah, carried on the work from a point opposite the angel and the tower that project up from the king's upper house beside the court of the guard. Next to him was Benton, son of Pharaoh, with the temple serving lived on the hill of Ephraim, who repaired the wall as far as the point across from the water gate to the east and the project the towering. Then came to the people of Turkey, who repaired another section across from the great projecting tower and over to the wall of Ephraim. Above the horse gate, the priest repaired the wall. Each one repaired the section immediately across from his own house. Next, the son of Aaron also rebuilt the wall across from his own house, and beyond him was Shimon, the son of Shimon, the gatekeeper of the east gate. Next, Hanani, son of Salmi, and Hunam, the sixth son of them, repaired another section, while Master Sam rebuilt the wall across from where he lived, making one of the goats and repaired the wall of them across from. Then he continued as far as the upper room at the corner. The other captain repaired the wall from the corner to the sheep gate. Alright, then we will go into chapter 4. So those three chapters talk about how the building, rebuild the Jerusalem happened, because Nehemiah talked with the king of Persia, and the king gave him permit. So he come back Jerusalem and organize people to rebuild. So that is give some detail who built which gate, who repaired which part of Jerusalem. Alright, so that's today's Bible learning. Hope everyone like it. God bless everyone. Let's see you tomorrow.